Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
I think it's really strong into Sion, Skarner. The box is going to be massive value, so that's one reason why you take it over the Nautilus, because you're not looking to engage as a support in this case with the Aphelios. Just want to make sure the Aphelios. Some of the problems here is, okay,
final chapter comes down. Owner is moving in, though. The box comes through from Carrier, and that should be able to keep them safe. But Realm Warp is going to augment this play. Cuz moving forward, heroic charge to taxi them out. And there's the old no Skarner for you is now aiming. He's trying to fight this one out. First blood goes to Gumayusi as Vikla was way too far forward. And finally, Cuz turns back up, but there is just no fight to be had here. To flash forward, though, and Cuz is trying to get something done against his former teammate. They will be able to even out the kills. The Gumayusi picking up that first blood.
The idea to try to even go for that follow-up there was extremely greedy for KT. Vikla just kind of nose-dove into the turret. Unfortunately, doesn't have Everfrost, isn't even going to build it this game.
In so many of these lanes.
Topside especially.
Yeah, and this is the T1 that we've, come to expect. Is now Hex Flash is going to get channeled here by Cuz. He's going to be able to get the smite down, and he's got a Yuumi as well. The Wallop is going to stop Zeus from being pulled back too far, but he's real dead, guys. Does manage to get the turret, so he can actually say worthy if he would like to, as the train is going to come on over and look to stop Faker here. A little bit of damage.
The flash. We know what he can do with that flash taunt.
They've done a lot of damage to this Drake already. It will be secured, but can KT find the team fight? Faker on a ward right now, but the rest of T1 will just evacuate the area. Realm Warp's going to come down. Zeus is likely just going to be the sacrificial Gnar here, and he will. That's a kill over to aiming, though, and KT are probably pretty happy with that situation.
Yeah, that's actually pretty massive for them. But T1 have also maintained Drake parity now, which is one way. Okay, hold on.
All right, that is a big old flash impale, but Cuz can just go absolutely nowhere. The hook from Carrier was too good, and that means the Skarner will go down immediately. Rascal's still trying to run at them, but he's just going to find no value. And Cuz, unfortunately, has just looked a little bit silly this series.
I feel like in game one, I liked a lot of what he did in the early game. He got aiming that kill. This game, obviously hasn't been able to maintain the control we would have liked. Didn't actually help Rascal out in this play.
And just kind of dies. Okay, Hex Flash gets him over the wall here as Aiming's trying to get these minions as best he can, but the Impale's once again going to come down. Owner is just going to heroically charge his way out of there, though, as Vikla does go golden. Owner's still alive somehow, as Rascal is a brick wall in the front line. He gets hooked back once again as the Carrier show has began, and the Sion will be taken down. Gumayusi says, thanks for that kill. But now Zeus and Faker in a little bit of trouble. Not going to quite find the wallet value there, because we'll, pardon me, lock down that kill, and then Cuz is immediately going to go down. Zeus, once again, the sacrificial Gnar, but T1 this time will trade up. And unfortunately, it just didn't, as T1 now have approximately a 2,000 gold lead. That will be eased a little, as Vikla should be able to take down this top outer turret. Faker is not super psyched about it, but still not going to be able to stop it. Is okay, ghosting forward here is Vikla. Does get the Rune Prison down. Faker taking a lot of damage. The minion wave actually helping Vikla out here, as Faker has to use his Zhonya's. There's a Realm Warp, as Vikla is going to get knocked out of that one. He's going to die on his own terms, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end, as Aiming's doing a bit of work here to this outer turret, but otherwise not too much.
You're fishing so hard, Vikla, for this one, and he has Realm Warp available, so the idea is, okay, I'm just going to Realm Warp out. Like, cool guys don't look at dead Faker, but Faker just looks at you and knocks you out of your Realm Warp, and you're fighting and forcing this on a turret. He could have just been happy to walk away.
Yeah.
And would have been way better off.
That brick wall, as they will just be able to walk up to this outer turret in the mid lane and take it down, catching T1 on a reset just a little bit, as they do have Vision's blue buff. Does have flash, so he's not going to be dying right now. Picks the juke beautifully, does Carrier, as now Vikla feeling a bit silly for not flashing earlier. Zayed's going to take a lot of damage, though, as Aiming's going to turn up. Picks up his first kill. Now Owner's next on the menu. Gumayusi decides that he just doesn't want to be in the fight, as it's a double for the Zeri. Make it a triple, and make that a Baron on top.
And Guma is just, he cannot be here. It's too risky for him to be here. He's on a low range of Aphelios. It doesn't have an ultimate, so he's over on the side, and they go a little bit too deep here, trying to grab a pick. And yeah, Vikla, if he flashes the hook, he survives, and this is even better for them. But either way, they're just caught as they're too far forward there in a choke point where aiming is going to get so much value and now money out of this team fight. As T1 looked to try to get a pick to set up for Baron, they had complete control of the choke point starting out, but they didn't have to force this. Now Guma is going to play a greedy move down here and grab an inhibitor turret, which is going to be a lot of money into his pocket
Late game
as well.
on this champion.
And
He now
KT,
has these 3 items completed.
their comp with the Yuumi and the Scion in choke points like that, where you funneled in this Galio taunt angle here for Faker, who's falling significantly far behind in experience.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, this is the siege angle for Zeri as well, which is pretty big.
Yeah, extended beam's a pretty silly ability.
3 items now. Going to get a 4th one fairly soon. It's a problem, and now it's soul point, so the time you bought earlier doesn't matter as much anymore. And get it on the bottom side of the map and come back. He's not going to back.
Oh,
aiming.
Dear. Carrier is going to land the hook onto aiming, but he is just going to die for it. They did need to check this. Zeus is on the bottom side. He does have teleport, but I don't think that he's going to be able to do anything to try and get over here and stop this Baron. It's going to be the second one going to KT unless Ona can get in there and make this one happen. He does have the flash. He gets into the pit, but he's way too early. They didn't have the vision available. He had to try and take a gamble, and aiming's just going to be able to pick up the kill. Inner turret goes down, but that is not quite enough to even out the trade here. For quite some time. Is aiming now going to take him? I felt very dangerous there going through the Hex Gate, but it will be the Hextech Soul. Moonlight Vigil comes down though with Fumushi, takes matters into his own hands and immediately gets flattened. There is the ultimate out from Cuz as well. The Impale is going to mean the end of the Poppy. He gets his revenge there against the Poppy in the end. Viklas flashing forward. Zeus is going to go down, and I think KT will just end the game right here.
Oh man, Rascal's over there 1v4 because there's just no one who can damage him outside of Guma and Zeus. Zeus is actually caught on the other side of the fight, and they're looking to end it. We are going to a game 3 here, Atlas. Rascal is going to that location of the Rift as well. He's going to slam into the wall, but we are going to a game 3, and T1 fall behind in the mid game. One single team fight, one overextension. KT take all the control of the map with that Baron, turn into a second Baron, and aiming redeems himself on the Zeri this time around.
Yeah, really showing that the denial of the Zeri Yuumi was very important in game number 1 as far as the Zeri's power level. KT will